Should you tell them or should I?
You know, the title and thumbnail of this video might not be 100% accurate. You may have been clickbaited because we haven't yet figured out how to make LEDs and electronics out of wood.
I'm sorry, we lied to you. You know, I never thought it would come to this. But I hope, oh my God.
Can you tell how sad I am?
I hope we can make it up to you if you just keep watching. So we want to try to make a keyboard out of wood, but how much of this can we actually make from wood?
Yeah, so a normal keyboard consists of a few different layers. There's the keyboard case, there's all of the electronics, there's the switches that register your key presses, and then there are the keys. And I think that we can 100% make all the visible components out of wood. And that's just the keys and the tray. None of this project are things we can just wing or guess. This is gonna have to be very precise, which means 3D modeling. It's done. Oh, guys, have you ever started a project thinking it was going to be fairly simple, and then it just gets more and more complicated as you go? You start ordering so many supplies before you've even started anything, and you think of all the variables in your head, and you get stuck in a loop of indecision until you start annoying your wife. Me neither. So I think we should start with the keys because
you gotta break these things down into digestible chunks.
Yeah, I'd get overwhelmed if we tried to like start everything at once.
Also, that would be the most digestible chunk if you were to eat part of the keyboard. I think that.
So this is what a traditional key looks like. You probably can't see it so much, so here's a bigger version. You can see that it's just a single piece of injection molded plastic, but we are making it out of wood. And what's the very first thing that comes to mind when you think of a piece of wood this big with letters on it?
Scrabble.
It's Scrabble.
Scrabble. We're gonna make it look like Scrabble letters.
Yeah.
So let's get to laser cutting on our Glowforge. We're gonna make the top and skirt out of 2 separate pieces and then glue them together. But we're not really sure for the top what thickness we want it, or if we want the letters to be engraved or fully cut out so that the light shines through them. So let's start by making some tests and seeing how they look in real life.
Ready.
Cool.
Let's drop this boy in.
Nice
Perfectly
stem.
fit. Oh, it's centered, it's snug. There you go. Our first wooden key. Should we assemble it right now?
Do you want to make the other? I think let's make the other 2.
All right.
And then we'll show them all at the same time. Or the other
6.
5.
Neither of us can count. They're all assembled. Let's put them on the keyboard though.
Let's see if your stem's like on.
I measured this.
I know you did.
These switches are really good switches. Oh wow, the medium ones already look so thick.
Oh my God.
The chunky boys.
We also have the top row is engraved and the bottom just has holes where the letter is.
So let's plug it in also to get the full effect.
I think we have to cut the hole out.
Me too, because like what's the point of a fancy RGB gaming keyboard if you don't have the RGB shining through?
So let's eliminate the top row. I like the look of the thin ones the best.
I like the look of the thin ones too.
And it's the most seamless from the side.
Also, the boundary between the top and bottom is a lot more seamless.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
But I said it with more words, so I win.
But there are still a few things we need to figure out. One, we need to design the carving for the rest of the keys because it's not just all letters. And also, we have a lot of woods at our disposal.
Should I get them? Oh yeah. Guys, I went way overboard when ordering veneer samples, but look at this. We got Paduke, Purple Heart, Curly Maple, Quilted Maple, all sorts of brown woods. Light brown, dark brown. We even got, look at this. That's white. It's wood.
Crazy. And pink.
And pink. What do you think when I ordered all of this?
I thought, wow, woods come in so many pretty veneers. Also, that's a lot of veneers. And I am glad to have options because fancy keyboards, oftentimes, they're not just one color of keys. And also we have the color of the whole case to think of too. So yeah. I need to do some photoshopping. So we took photos of our favorite veneers and started mocking up the wood we'd use for the bulk of the keys. We wanted one that would be easy to read the letters on and was a more traditional wood color so that when you look at it, it really gives wood, you know? We ended up choosing the curly maple, and for the accent keys, we liked the pink wood and the purple heart. I think for the case, a dark walnut. We also designed a full set of keys to match the Scrabble theme, plus a few fun designs for Control, Windows, Spacebar, and the Escape key. And I think it all looks really good. I'm ready for more laser cutting. Have 185 individual parts to assemble.
Yes.
It was 183, and then we realized the F and J need the little raised bumps on it, so we had to make 2 tiny little bars.
You can't even see it.
It's like the skinniest little, tiniest laser cut pieces.
It's so tiny. Another thing that we realized after we've cut 185 parts is that there's a little bit of wiggle, a little bit of like slop in between this 3D printed backer and the skirt. But I actually think that's a good thing because that way we can actually place the keys with the skirt down very precisely and make sure that they aren't crooked.
Yeah, that would look kind of bad if all the keys were like all kitty-wampus
yeah,
on
so
the keyboard.
I think they all have to be assembled on the keyboard in place to make sure that they're all straight relative to each other. Yeah.
Is your back prepared for this? Is your neck prepared? Are your tiny, tiny detailed fingers prepared for this task? Because we're about to assemble a lot of small, tiny things. Are you ready to see a preview of what it's gonna look like?
Yes.
Open your eyes. Yeah, I have it covered.
Ah! So tell us how the date went.
You know, I really just like everything about them. The way they look, sound, feel. I just feel like we have a special connection. Bluetooth specifically.
On tonight's dramatic episode of Listening for Love, we meet today's sponsor, Raycon.
I feel like your optimized gel tips are just a really great fit for me. They're just so comfortable and I know that they won't budge.
But who will Raycon choose?
I hate to be the one to bring this up, but I just feel like some of the girls in the house don't appreciate that you have 3 unique sound profiles and that you can navigate between them just by holding L for 3 seconds. Your pure sound is just so perfect for my podcast listening. So what? I lied. Of course all the girls like the sound profiles, but this is a competition and I'm not here to lose.
Will Raycon find love?
You're so easy to pair. You pair once, you pair for life. And I'm ready to be paired with you for life.
Or get their heart broken.
I'm sorry, I know you have 8 hours of playtime and 32 hours of battery life, but I just don't know if I'm ready for that type of commitment. I'm sorry.
In our most dramatic season yet, Raycon Everyday Earbuds have over 50,000 5-star reviews. Don't miss out. Go to buyraycon.com/Evan and Katelyn for 15% off your order. Brought to you by Raycon. That's buyraycon.com/Evan and Katelyn for 15% off. Oh!
Right? Isn't it so satisfying?
That's so satisfying.
Seeing all of the buttons as wood. How do they feel? I haven't really typed on them. Oh, that one's kind of stuck. We'll have to
Oh.
Don't pay attention to that one.
We'll fix that. This is great.
Right?
Oh, I can't wait to like peel all the protective tape off of it. Oh!
Hello, sir.
Sorry.
But yeah, I think this phase is done. We're still gonna need to do some finishing on the keys themselves, but you know.
I mean, honestly, this could be a full project. We could take this tape off and be like, laser cut keys. But we're not just making laser cut keys. We're making a wooden keyboard.
I'm just thinking that would make this video a lot easier. Should we reconsider?
No.
I'm kind of ready to be fine. It took a long time to assemble those keys.
Case. Let's go over to the CNC and make an awesome wooden case. All right, so initially I was actually thinking of making the case out of laser cut pieces, stacking them, and then finishing with veneer, which I actually made this prototype of. But then we found this piece of walnut just sitting there. How could we not make it out of a solid piece of walnut?
We have to.
Between the keys, the laser cut case, and now the CNC case, we have files for over 100 different parts, which is a lot. I'm gonna organize them and we're gonna make them available to all of our YouTube members and Patreon members. If you're interested, links will be in the description. But I think I'm ready to fire up our Stepcraft CNC, which you guys haven't seen before. This is gonna be the first time.
It looks so massive. Yeah.
It is so massive.
Wow, rectangle.
But we're not done. This doesn't make a case.
You'll notice the hardware would fall through.
Yeah. So we're gonna use a piece of acrylic on the bottom so that we can add these heat set brass inserts in all these specific places that match up with the mounting holes on the circuit board.
Yeah, and the reason that this plate is acrylic and not wood is because like the heat kind of melts the acrylic around them, and that should make it a bit sturdier.
Yeah, but there's one other problem. You notice something on the original case that's missing from the wooden one.
A hole, a tiny hole, right there.
So I kind of have a crazy idea.
Where are we walking to the CNC?
The CNC is open right here. What if I tape this board down, and then I tape this down, and then I cut out a hole?
Oh, that's better than what I thought you were gonna say, which was just like, sit it vertically on top of here. I was like, that is gonna snap.
No. This is one step better than that.
How do you know it's gonna be lined up right?
Looks fine.
Seems like it worked.
It was perfect until it got like a little bit too far, then it spread the gunk around, the gunk of the tape, but I think it's fine.
It's okay if there's just a little gunk.
Just a little gunk. All right. I was really worried it was just gonna snap.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, I have full faith in the confidence of my plan. Yeah.
There we go. You did it.
I did it.
Next up, we applied finish, added a laser engraved back piece, attached the acrylic plate, rounded over the edges of the case, and every individual key. Then we added a spray finish to protect the keys.
Guys, this is the most beautiful thing we've ever made. It's so great. It's just as I hoped.
I know. And the keys, seeing them all with the finish
and
their
rounding?
final color, the rounded edges. Ooh, they look so good. It's like my Photoshop mock-up.
Before we get to the satisfying montage of assembly and revealing it, I want to have a little nerd out moment with Evan. Because guys, I have fallen down the mechanical keyboard rabbit hole.
Nerd out moment with Evan.
This has become such a passion project of mine. And the first thing that I want to talk about are switches. Keyboard nerds know a lot about switches. A lot of normal people don't. But we've been using these brown switches. Go ahead and grab the tip and wiggle it. These are Geizu Boba U4 silent tactile white top switches.
Oh, there's no wiggle.
No wiggle.
So this is gonna be like the nicest keyboard we have now.
Yeah, okay. Another thing, when you're using mechanical keyboards, you can't forget the lube. It makes a huge difference. Let me get some example keyboards. I've been hiding these back here. So this is what a standard keyboard kind of sounds and feels like. See how much it wiggles?
Yeah.
Try this one.
Very plasticky noise. Ooh. It's like velvet.
Really makes everything glide better, reduces a lot of the wiggle in the keyboard. This just feels so much better. And it all comes down to better switches and more lube.
Wow, I learned something.
It's time.
I'm excited.
Oh no.
Is it fitting? Oh, please, no.
No. Oh,
oh my God.
I got you.
Oh, baby.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so cool. It's so cool. It looks so good.
That exceeds my expectations. Oh my God.
You're out of frame. Hold on, let me adjust.
Oh, and it has that thonky feel.
It's got the thonka-thonk.
It's got the thonka-donk.
Let me feel it. Let me feel it. Oh, it's so interesting. It has the thonk, but also typing on wood keys. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. I love the Scrabble designs. I love how perfectly gridded out it all is.
It's so funny because it's like Scrabble meets RGB gaming.
I know. Is it a weird theme? I don't know, but I love it. I love like the little custom keys like the escape and the cat. And then the frame out of solid walnut and the mix of woods. This is like so cool.
So classy futuristic.
Yet Scrabble.
Yet Scrabble.
It's so satisfying and the light shines through so perfectly, just like we hoped. It looks so good. It looks so good. Well, this has been a project we've been working on for several months now.
Yeah.
And now that it's done, I don't know how to wrap it up. So, bye.
Bye. It's all worth it in the end. Because look at this. Look at that.
We're gonna have to remove our heads if we want it to focus. This is not a good shot.